Hi, Brittany. It's nice to meet with you.
Hello.
Tell me a little bit about how things have been going for you since we last met.
Well, it's been a little intense. Our last session kind of made me think more about the effects smoking smoking has on my life.
Okay.
I remember we kind of ended our conversation somewhere along those lines, and I just really took that home with me. You know, I came into this not wanting to gain anything, and I still feel that way. Like, I still feel I have nothing to gain here, really. It's just my way of thinking about me smoking has really changed, I guess.
And so when you went home and you began to think about those things, what are the things that you thought of?
Well, I really start to consider life without smoking. Like, if I didn't smoke, like, what I would do, or like, times right before I smoked, I would think, like, what if, like, this wasn't me and I said no to this, and everyone else was passing this this drug around. I mean,
so you've been able to consider your life differently, what it would be like if you didn't smoke, and just how your life.
I've been trying to put myself in those situations, and I really still, like, I can't see my life without smoking.
Okay.
Like, I still don't really.
So it's still very difficult for you to imagine what that would be like.
After doing something for so long, like, how do you start to process not doing it? Like, how does that even? For most people, it doesn't. It's not even a thought. Like,
yeah. So smoking is just a natural behavior for you.
Pretty much. I mean, before coming here, it wasn't a thought. Like, and quitting still isn't a thought. Like, I know, like, I would never quit. Like, it's not an option. I just, like, I couldn't quit smoking. However, I could ease up from smoking. I have began to notice, like, how it could be affecting me health wise. I have begun to notice how people could see me being dependent on it. I don't feel like I'm dependent on it because, as I said before, I'm not an addict. I can stop whenever I want to stop. I just.
What about in terms of your employment? Have you considered how it's affected your employment, or what effects it may have?
As far as my employment, let's look at it as if I stop smoking, and I continue my employment with my current company, my productivity would go down. Like I said, I mean, I wouldn't be as focused. I probably wouldn't be as fast. I don't know if I would be as good at my job as I am, and that is frightening. Like, that takes a toll on you right there. Like, that's enough to just stop thinking about it in a whole. Like, no, never mind. Like, I'm not going to visit that path right now because it would deeply affect. It would change my entire life. Like, I wouldn't be the person I am today.
And you see all those changes as negative, all the things that you could possibly lose. Do you see them all as negatives?
The only positive thing I see from it is maybe my health. Like, that's really it. And I'm sure that if I stop smoking, excuse me, maybe I can, find something out there better for me in terms of career wise. I do feel that me smoking eliminates a lot of job opportunities because a lot of places drug test. So when you're comfortable at a place that doesn't, or when you know you're going to get dropped, or things of that sort, then you're fine. You can beat the odds. You know when it's time to beat the odds. Like you're fine. You're geared towards this.
So on the one hand, you are in a sense mourning or thinking about the loss of all these positive aspects of marijuana in your life, but then you also struggling with some of the negative things that also come along with smoking, such as job limitations and health. And so, but in your job and your career opportunities and your health, would you say those are important things to you?
They're important, but I have managed them for this long. I mean, it's just a matter of knowing your limits,
right.
And a lot of people say, to push it to the limit, or go beyond your limits and this and that, but at the same time, that isn't always suiting for every situation. If you're at a comfortable position, or you're at a comfortable place in your life, then why bother it?
Right. So just to get a better sense about how you feel, with 10 being the strongest and 1 being the weakest, how strongly do you feel about maintaining marijuana as a part of your life?
About a 7 or 8.
Okay. So why not a 9?
Because 9 would gear me more towards quitting. And with having these thoughts introduced to me and having this different perspective, I don't necessarily want to quit. Like I said, I would never quit. I would ease up a bit and, slowly learn to handle situations without the drug. But as far as quitting,
Okay. And so, as you said, easing up, what would that look like for you?
Easing up would be maybe I could not smoke before, during, and after work. Maybe I could just smoke before and after work, or when I'm going out with my boyfriend. Maybe I don't have to smoke before going out. I probably will still have the same amount of fun. Maybe I can just change what I use the marijuana for.
Okay, so you're thinking about changing the role of marijuana in your life.
Making it a more social thing.
And so, with those times that you would be losing it, what would you replace with it?
It's a learning process. I mean, to go so many years with it, it's something that I would have to. It's things that I would have to try. I would have to find things, or I mean, I don't really know. I haven't thought that far. Like I said, introducing the thoughts are a little frightening. So it's just like,
and that's totally
why
understandable,
bother? Especially when you're not leaning towards quitting or changing.
Right. And essentially, my role is to help you consider all your options, and if deciding to make a change is something that you want, working through that and helping you with that. So, that being said, I would like to ask what you would like to gain from the amount of time that we have left.
I guess I would like to cut back.
Okay.
Not, I wouldn't stop, but I would like to begin to cut back
Mm-hmm.
and see how it works. And I mean,
Okay.
if it doesn't work for me, then
Mm-hmm.
I'll go back full force, but it's worth giving it a shot.
Mm-hmm. And so you think that's something that you could work on within the next week before the time that we meet again?
Yeah, it's possible. It's
Okay.
nothing pressing. And
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if I fail, then hey, I'll be here to let you know.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm confident that you certainly have the ability, because you've done so before in the past, cutting down your usage and making different transitions. But I do encourage you to think some more about, as you said, slowing up or easing up on your usage and seeing how you could do that. Thinking about the ways in which you could do that. How would you replace those urges? How would you deal with those urges and things like that? Does that sound like a good place for you this week?
Okay.
Okay. Well, I look forward to seeing you again.
You as well.
Thank you.